And welcome to Ozarks Live. Glad to have you with us on a very snowy day.
Very snowy. It's beautiful out there.
It is beautiful out there. I don't know if we can pull up the tower cam and show you guys, but if you haven't walked over to your window lately, I mean, I was busy most of the morning, and I actually just got into the office like an hour ago. Yeah. It's a different story out there right now than it was earlier.
And I must have gotten here right after you because it was snowing my whole way up here, but nothing was sticking on the roads. And then I went outside a minute ago and looked, and the cars it's just all over now. It's beautiful.
Look at that.
I hope that the roads aren't getting too bad. Y'all stay safe.
Not. I don't really know. The temperature is going to mean everything, I'm sure, but it's just, it was pretty as it was falling, but it is collecting on the cars now. Mike should have brought that scraper with me.
I know. I don't know if I have a scraper with me. That would have been something to look at before I left home, I guess. But I don't think I've watched the weather, and there's no excuse for that because we have our own weather people right here at the station. Our meteorologist
we'll check in
told
and see
us what was going on, and I just didn't listen.
I knew it was coming. I just didn't realize it was going to be that different from when I drove up until now. And Dan Lucy just went to look outside, and he said, "Do I need to look out there?" I said, "You need to scrape my car. That's what you need to do." So we'll see if he did it.
Did you tell him where I was parked too then?
Absolutely. I'll get him right on that. By the way, some sad news out of Hollywood today. If you guys haven't heard this is breaking news kind of, and with a Missouri tie. Dawn Wells, who is best known, as Marianne on Gilligan's Island, has died at the age of 82. And multiple reports cite her publicist as saying she died today from complications of COVID-19.
Man.
Yeah.
I love her.
Love her too. Dawn Wells was reportedly born in Reno, Nevada, but attended Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so she has Missouri ties. She also appeared in 77 Sunset Strip, Maverick, and Bonanza. Of course, on Gilligan's Island, which I watched every day after school.
Oh, me too.
Every day. She played the very wholesome Marianne from 1964 until 1967. I didn't know this either. She also represented Nevada in the Miss America pageant back in 1960.
I didn't know that either.
I had no idea.
She has always been adorable, even in her older years. She still is just beautiful, and just that sweet spirit. You can tell that wasn't all just an act on Gilligan's Island.
Exactly, exactly. Such a contrast to the very sexy Ginger.
Which I loved both of them.
Oh, I did too. I loved everybody, and everybody always thought she and the professor maybe were going to get together, but I loved that show. And I, as a kid, I just assumed it was a brand new show, but it was already in syndication by the time I saw it.
I thought the same thing. And I was just a couple years behind you, and I thought that it was new at that time.
What a fun show, though. Oh, I loved it every single day.
It's probably still on, too.
Oh, you can catch it. Yeah, you can catch it different places. But I think she was the last surviving cast member of the show, I think.
Oh,
but anyway, a very sad thing, and I'm sure we will hear more about her life and career. I'm sure the CBS Evening News probably will tell us more tonight. Anyway, we have a very fun Ozarks Live for you guys before we get back into holiday mode to celebrate the new year. Karen Fouch from the Humane Society is here today with our weekly shelter spotlight, and you don't want to miss who she brought along with her. I just saw this one in the garage.
I did too. Yeah. It's a fun one. Plus, we get to catch up with our friend Jeff Smith from the Salvation Army to get an update on how the Red Kettles are going.
Exactly. Not to mention, Cammie came prepared and has another really fun recipe to try out today. And it's not that she's trying it out. She's very, very good at this. It is an elegant recipe, but it's not that hard.
We just talked about it on the show the other day, too, but it just made us crave it. So here it is. But we have that and so much more. But before we get to all that, here's what's on the radar.
All right. I've got one for you. We've all kind of got our food quirks, right?
Of course.
Everybody's got weird little things that they like. Some people put peanuts in their Coke.
No,
but they literally drop peanuts in their bottle of Coca-Cola. I've heard songs sung about it. I think that's really weird, but I like peanuts and I like Coke, but I think I like one over here and one over there. Anyway, did you ever see anybody dip their French fries in their ice cream?
Me, yes. I used to do that all the time.
In your shake or your ice cream, you dip the fries? Okay.
And the only reason why I don't do it now is because I try to steer away from those foods, but I still love it.
We all try, but it's a holiday weekend. This may be your weekend. Well, Burger King in Singapore has come up with a way to save you a step, okay? Behold the mashed up fries. It's an ice cream sundae with fries.
Is this not going to be mushy fries, though? That's
know
the
what?
only problem I'm seeing here.
Well, we'll just have to see. There's hot French fries in the bottom of the cup, covered in ice cream. Then they top it with chocolate and maple syrup.
Oh.
Followed by even more fries. So the ones on the top may be a little bit crispier. Now, here's the thing. This is a limited edition menu item, and according to an article in Business Insider, it came about because the folks far, far away noticed how many people, I guess, there were dipping the fries into their shakes and their sundaes.
Yep.
Now, you'll remember this is not Burger King's first foray into unusual menu items. Do you remember the bacon sundae?
I don't, but that looks delicious.
Back in about 2012, I want to say, they put out the bacon sundae, and I actually had 2 or 3 of those.
Did you?
Yeah, right here in
this
town.
This gets back to, you and I are just obsessed with the salty and sweet together.
Exactly.
So this is a winner.
This is a winner.
I just don't know how you keep those fries from getting soggy.
I don't either. And I guess for now we have to go to Singapore to figure it out, unless they bring it over here.
I'll just dip. It'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll just keep dipping. Yeah.
Okay, well, just a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the first official KFC movie, Recipe for Seduction, starring Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Well, the marketing gurus at KFC have another surprise in the bucket that will no doubt change the world of gaming. Check this out.
The reason mankind didn't peak with the discovery of fire or the invention of the wheel. It's a feeling inside all of us that compels us to go further, reach higher, and dream of ways to achieve the unachievable. When the odds are stacked against us and it seems like the entire world wants to tell us no, that's not possible. Surely that can't be done. And we look up to the stars and say, just watch me. Because we know that rules are made to be broken. We know that dreams are made to be followed, that the impossible is made to be possible, and that gaming consoles are made to evolve. Welcome to the next level in gaming innovation, the KF console.
Okay,
Yum.
so KFC teased this back in June. Some folks thought it was a joke. Obviously, I would. Since the PS5 had just been unveiled. But no, according to the Thrillist, the chain moved forward with a press release indicating the KFC console is very real and was developed in partnership with a computer tech company called Cooler Master. This thing features 4K games and runs them at 120 frames per second, all while keeping your extra crispy chicken nice and warm. Both companies say the last thing we want is to go hungry while playing. Let's just hope it comes with plenty of napkins. KFC says keep your eye on its Twitter page for more information.
So I guess everybody thought it was a joke. It's hard to believe this isn't one of those April Fool's things, but they say watch the Twitter.
Like,
you can
this is
see how to maybe
December.
get your... But I mean, really, can you imagine the fried chicken and the that just seems to not be a good pairing. Although it's always a good time for fried chicken.
Do you want KFC every day while you're playing? I don't know.
I'm way better at fried
We'll
chicken
see.
than games, I'll tell you that. All right, I've got one, a reason, Cammie, for you and I to hit the road and go to
I'm up for it. You know
Norway. You good to go to Norway?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I
in.
knew you would be. Check out this little getaway spot I found. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
These are called wood nest cabins, and they are a very modern but rustic getaway nestled in the trees of Oda, Norway. All right, these cabins float 15 to 20 feet off the ground, and they leave the natural forest untouched.
Wow.
Look at that. Each one of these sits perched on a single tree. It attaches to the trunk via a steel collar, so there's no structure right below, okay? According to an article in Modern Met, all that is visible is the live pine tree that pierces the cabin. Now, talk about a unique experience.
Yeah, right?
This is not accessible by car. Instead, guests hike in along a steep mountain path. Then there's this elegant wooded ramp leading up to this gorgeous space. The inside, only about 160 square feet, but it is very cleverly organized with a bathroom and a kitchen living area. And those offer almost a floor-to-ceiling view. And I checked out the prices, Cammie, because we need to save our pennies. They start at about $325 a night, which I'm
Hey,
surprised.
That's affordable.
I thought it would be more than that.
And I'll pay half, so there you go.
Amen, girl. I'm telling you, we got to drag our bags. We travel light. We can do this.
I know.
If
that
you
is
can
so
do Mount
fun.
Kilimanjaro, you can carry my bag too.
That
and
is
I'll just,
right, but I didn't carry my own bag on Kilimanjaro, so
That's
you can
true.
carry my
We'll
bag.
manage. Small backpacks, we're good. Yeah.
All right, well, coming up, it's time to meet the furry friend that Karen brought with her today from over at the Humane Society.
Yeah, so don't go away. Your new best friend could be right around the corner in the studio. We're just getting started.